Hi, this is Eddie Hearn, and you're watching Lights Out.
This is Faisal for Lights Out, proudly sponsored by Spartans Law. I'd like to be joined by a guy that I seem to be interviewed a lot as of lately.
Come on, that's the support. We're supporting each other. Growth.
First of all, many congratulations on what
Thanks
was
very much.
Brilliant show a few weeks ago at the Tolworth Recreation Centre. One down, hopefully a million more to go.
Exactly that. You know, we're on to the next. Happy. Got a nice bit of rest after because it was really needed. I was really tired. Put a lot of time, put a lot of effort into that show, and you know, I'm just happy we did it, and it was a raring success. So we move on to the next. You know what I mean? 2022, we're gonna come back bigger, badder, and stronger. And yeah, we've got some plans. We've got some dates already. Can't really release nothing just yet, but this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be building the boys. We're going to get them out as often as possible. If it's not my show, I'll try and get them out on another show in between. But we'll try and, you know, build the fighters I've got and build the Black Box global brand and continue to put on great shows.
How did you feel throughout the night? Because I've seen you a few times. There are a few moments you looked chilled, then you looked a bit.
Yeah, exactly that. I think you hit it on the nail on the head. I didn't get a chance to really relax. It was like on the board was on me. Then the fighters, it was, you know, got a mixture. Gloves, I think, was it the doctors or someone wasn't happy with something, something to do with one of the doors. There was so much things going on, and I was getting pulled and prodded and pulled in different directions, you know what I mean? So, but look, we got it, we nailed it, and you know, we just got to be happy, man, because for a first show, it was a hell of a show, you know, to pull off, and you know, got to give thanks to God and the people that came and supported and turned out, and the fighters, because all of the fights are really good fights, very competitive, and you know, and at least we got all the 9 guys match all won, so you know, we got from there, and then hopefully we're going to be able to put on title fights. Even on the next one, we're looking at things straight away. We're jumping in because I feel like we've got a great platform, we've got a great product. What I'm trying to push a bit different, so we're just trying to get in and just get the ball rolling. We're not here trying to mess around and play no games. We're trying to be very serious contenders in what I'm doing, man. I don't really half-step in what I do, you know what I mean?
I gotta say, one thing that really impressed me about the night was the attire that you was wearing. That was honestly, you're gonna have to tell me where you picked it up from. Dean, listen, obviously let's go straight into the deep end. The WBC convention last night, long story short, they said that they're not going to order the fight between Dillian and Tyson due to an ongoing arbitration case that the WBC have got with Dillian. Your thoughts?
It's a cop-out. We know it's a cop-out because then you go on to mandate Makabu versus Canelo, you know what I mean? Because Renato said so, oh, we'd want to fight Makabu. Why didn't he say he wants to fight Bradus? Marion Bradus has been calling out Canelo. He wants to fight. Why didn't they go and fight him? You know what I mean? Not to say he's much better or anything. I don't know who's better out of them two. I don't know. I don't think they've faced each other yet. So, you know what I mean? But look, the likes of Okoli's in that division. That's another title he can't fight for. Big up Okoli as well, because I see him tweet that yesterday. And he's right. This guy's taking food off Okoli's bloody plate. Obviously, he's a hell of a fighter, and I'm a big fan of Canelo's, but they're just navigating the chessboard as they feel and doing what they want and picking the opponents what they want to face. I feel it's unfair. I feel Dillian deserves his shot, and they should have been respectful enough to mandate the fight and then sort out any arbitration what they have later. But then you're gonna just put it to the side until we sort this little matter out. If you gave the man his shot, there wouldn't be anything to discuss. Do you get what I mean? So it's all bollocks. But look, it is what it is. It's boxing politics, and it's been there before us, and it's going to be there after us. So just it's unfortunate.
What happens next now? Obviously, Joshua Usyk at some point next year.
Yep.
What does Dillian do next? Because he's said it many times in the past. He's not a guy that wants to wait around. He wants to keep on fighting. He wants to keep busy. What does Dillian do next? Does he patiently wait, or does he look at other options?
I feel like the position he is, obviously he's recovering from an injury, so there's no rush. He's got to see out the rest of the year and then look at the landscape in the new year. The best Dillian Whyte is an active Dillian Whyte. I don't know if there is anyone that he can face that is a gap filler. I think that would be a good move if he could get a gap filler. Otto Wallin was kind of somewhat that. It was a dangerous gap filler, but then they've made too much song and dance and made a big meal about everything. Not to say he was going like he was mandatory, he deserved this shot. And he made a bit of a song and dance, and I guess Dillian's not really, too happy, so I don't believe he'll get another opportunity and the whip of the crack. But look, I think Dillian should get another fight out of the way, and you know, let out some rust. You know, let his hands go and just kind of loosen up before, you know, the big fight, if Tyson Fury takes it or whatnot. But it's dangerous taking any fight because it's heavyweight boxing, anything can happen and it could be a stumbling. But, you know, we know, you know, if you're smart, man, you know what fights to pick and whatnot. But I feel like he should get a run out because then that way he'll be, you know, nice and prepared for what's next. And I got a feeling that the WBC is going to try and string this along until Usyk and AJ fight goes, and then they'll probably try and maybe push Dillian to the side and make Tyson Fury a unification with the winner of that. Because, you know, look, as we know, these years are going fast and these months, you know, look, this is finished 2021. Because before we look at it, that fight's gonna be upon us. Then they're gonna maybe say, oh, the arbitration March, April. That fight with Usyk and them could be done already and over, and then they're gonna be saying, well, unification, very sorry about that. Oversees anything else, and you know he gets pushed to the side again. But let's see what happens, man. I don't have the answers. I can only speculate as, you know, what's going on because I don't have the information. Maybe I should talk to Dio and ask him a little bit more about it. But do you know what? I just kind of, you know, let his team take on that mantle, and I just take on my own and do what I need to do. You know what I mean?
Did you honestly believe that the WBC would order this fight?
No, I don't believe anything until I see it. That's pretty much, you know.
Well, listen, fingers crossed, obviously that fight does get ordered at some point. It is a brilliant fight to be made. It's a fight that the British public would love to see, and it's a fight that I myself personally feel that Dillian deserves his shot at the world title. Obviously, I just asked you if the fight is not able to be made, what next for Dillian? What would you think is a valuable opponent? Would you like to see a rescheduled date for an Otto Wallin fight, or is it someone else?
No. Listen, there's too much water under the bridge for them to have that fight because they've said too many things. His manager said too many things. It's not going to happen. That I'd like him to face someone who's a big, tall guy, obviously to prepare for the likes of, you know, Tyson Fury. But listen, sometimes you don't get what you like and what you value and what you think's good. So let's see what happens. You know what I mean? I feel like he just needs to recover and he needs to put in a lot of time to become the best version of himself to beat someone as skilled and technical as Tyson Fury, and that he can push himself and that he can fight for the whole 12-round duration. And you know, we can get the upset and get those belts. You know what I mean?
Liam, Dean, your thoughts on this fight here, Liam Williams versus Chris Eubank Jr. Cardiff?
It's a great fight, great matchup. Both warriors. Liam showed against Andrade what kind of warrior he is. He got off the canvas from that mean, excruciating uppercut, and he had some big shots all night and kept coming forward and pressing the action, and he saw the last bell. So I don't expect nothing different from him to do, to go in there and do the absolute same, come out and walk forward and bring it all on, put it all on the line. It's a real 50-50 fight, and you know, make the best man win. I'm mates with Eubank and I do wish him the best, but it is a hard fight. As a boxing fan, I'm looking at this and saying this is a hard fight. Good 50 fight, good to, you know, what's the man, good to Sky and Ben Shalom to getting this done, these guys, you know what I mean? So the fans are going to be enthralled, and then we've got another fight on the day, Ben and Algeria. Who are they going to choose? I think the better fight is, though, Eubank and Williams, to be honest.
Do you not think the boxing fans suffer when you've got a situation like that? I mean,
they shouldn't do this. The
you had something similar with when Dillian and Derek for their second fight.
Yeah,
you had Frampton
exactly.
Do you not think that these guys should come together?
Listen, what they should do is they should be smart, and kind of someone should bite the bullet and say, well, let's move our date. You know what I mean? But obviously there's a lot of ego, so obviously they go head to head, and you know what I mean? But for me personally, even on our show, to be honest, we went against quite a lot of people that day, surprisingly. BT Sport and Sky, we went, and we had a great reception on both days. I don't think we actually booked our date before them, to be honest. So, but obviously they're the bigger guns. But look, we've got a different set of, you know, people, coming to view and watch our stuff anyway, somewhat. You know what I mean? But it's all good. But yeah, if you can, you'd rather not go in against the big guns unnecessarily. You know what I mean? Because obviously you're going to stop viewership numbers, you're going to stop people coming to the show, you're going to limit yourself.
All right, okay. Well, Dean, I know you've got a date at the gym waiting for you.
Yeah, got to get down there, train the boys and that.
Thank you very much for your time, and once again, congratulations on what was a very successful show. We're looking forward to the next one.
Appreciate your support as always, my bro. Love, man. Take care.
Dean Whyte, thank you very much for your time.